our congregation. Thank you.
God bless you. Thank you, Phil.
Good morning, church family.
Good morning.
I come before you on behalf of the Presbyterian women. The women's choir will practice on Wednesday, the 18th, and on the 25th at 6 p.m. And this is in preparation for Women's Day at the end of the month. So we invite all interested women to join us for this choir practice. We would like to hear your lovely voices, so please come out. Thank you.
Thank you. So we have information for men and women in the church. Next Saturday, that is October the 14th, at 8:30 in the morning, the men are asked to join the Friendship Baptist Church at 8:30 for the annual 5K walk. It's a walk. You don't have to jog. Your knees will be safe. But join us at 8:30 next Saturday morning, October the 14th, at the Friendship Baptist Church for the 3-mile 5K walk. Indeed. Also, on the 21st of October, which is important, we've been talking about the Alzheimer's community ministry. The community conversation on Alzheimer's will be in 2 parts. October the 21st from 10 a.m. to 12:30, and then again on October the 28th from 10 a.m. to 12:30. Alzheimer's is something that almost all of us know something about. Amen? Yeah. If you don't have it, you know someone who does, and you just got to live long enough, you'll find out. But join us. I think this is important, and we participate and get the community to participate. It's good to do it in itself, but beyond that, we'll get a grant. We'll get a financial grant because they want to promote Alzheimer's information and knowledge and research. So mark your calendars. October 21st, going to come to this church at 10 o'clock to talk about dementia and also caregiver support. Caregiver support. And Yvette and I have been there for many years, we understand. But it's important to know your role as a caregiver. And that's also a very demanding process. A lot of energy is involved in that. So mark your calendar. Amen. Are there any visitors with us this morning? If you are, please stand. Visitors with us? Okay. Let's pass the Lord's peace one to the other. May the Lord's peace be with you. I want to remind us that we need to be cautious these days about there's been an attempt for the resurgence of COVID. And you see it bouncing up different parts of the country and even in our own city. The other day I put my mask on, right? Put the mask on. You're going to be in a crowded spot. But don't be ashamed to do that. Protect yourself. Amen. I invite us to come and share now and receive our tithes and our offerings. The ushers, please come forward. Holy God, as we're about to receive gifts and tithes and offerings, we're humbled by the reality that we didn't bring any of this stuff into the world. All of our money, all of our health, all of our blessings have come to us after we arrived. Now we pray that you'll bless these gifts the tithes and offerings that are given in support of this ministry. And may each be used, both the gift and the givers, to expand and make more effective the ministry assigned to this community of faith. We thank you and we ask your blessing upon them. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Our doxology.
Praise God from whom all blessings flow. Praise Him, all creatures here below. Praise Him above the heavenly hosts. Praise Father, Son, and Holy Ghost.
Are there prayer concerns this morning? Just call them out. Prayer concerns, time of prayer.
Sharon Beckett and Jerry Beckett.
Sharon and Jerry Beckett.
Nashaba Saeed. Molly Massey.
Molly Massey.
The Henderson family.
The Stevens and Sanders family.
Danielle Mack and Kimberly Malone.
Octavia Polk and Dee Hawkins.
The Wright family.
And the whole family as well. I pray for you, Reginald, and Honest as well.
Charlie Simmons.
Charles Simmons. Amen.
Believers worldwide in Israel as they fight.
Oh yes, the war going on now in Israel, and it's a hot one. Oh, this is going to be bloody. This, before it's all over, it's going to be massive losses. Anyway, who? Ron Williams.
The homeless, sick, and shed.
All the sick and the shut in.
Yes.
I was driving in this morning to church and my phone rang. It was my dear friend Don Pajaberek who was telling me about a person that both Yvette and I know, Lorraine Patterson. She just was found out, she just this past week on her birthday was diagnosed with stage 4 cancer. And it's a very difficult, it's inoperable cancer on top of that. And so I was just bowled over with that news. So he's asked us to pray for Lorraine Patterson. She's asking for prayers this morning.
For all the children.
All the children. It's good to see Deshaun this morning. God bless you, young man. And all the children. And I want to thank CR for for helping us out with the media ministry back there. Thank you, dear. That beautiful smile of yours. Thank you for sharing it with us and your gift of participation. Lord God in heaven, we sing this prayer, "It is well with my soul." We sing it because as we called out the names of people and circumstances this morning, we have to remember that we as disciples of Christ, no matter what the environment or the circumstance is, we have to always remember we have God's peace. Amen? No matter what. Now that's hard for the world to understand because the world gets caught up in the anxiety produced by the circumstance. We have broken relationships, causes us to lose sleep. We have news of cancer, causes us to lose sleep. We have loss in our families, causes us to lose sleep. We have ill health. We have brokenness. We have wars. But we as disciples of Christ, we can sing with great assurance, when peace like a river attendeth my way, when sorrows like sea billows roll. Whatever my lot, thou hast taught me to say, it is well. It is well with my soul. Let's sing it with great pensiveness and solemnity as we go into prayer. is well. The world is in confusion. The world seemingly is in chaos. There are wars and rumors of wars. There are floods. There are earthquakes. There are fires. There's pestilence. There's man killing other man. Man's inhumanity to man is literally overwhelming. There's homelessness. There's accidents. There are diseases. We are besought by every kind of plague and malady. It is almost as if we're living, Heavenly Father, in the last days. We need you, Lord. There are those who are in hospitals, those who are in nursing homes, those who are recovering from surgery. Lord, have mercy.
Have mercy, Lord.
On us.
Yeah.
And help us, Lord, to keep the faith. To be mindful that even though the world may be in flames, it is well with our soul. Not because of the flame, but in spite of them. Not because of the dysfunctionality of our government, but in spite of the dysfunctionality of our government, we are at peace. Why? Because we put all of our faith, all of our trust, all of our hope in you. You are the rock of ages. And that has given us this blessed assurance that it is well with our soul. Lord God in heaven, thank you for not abandoning us, and thank you for keeping us at all points of my journey. For our children, we thank you for watching over them. Watching over them and protecting them from all harm and danger.
Thank you.
They live in a turbulent time, and a turbulent place. But Lord, be their protection. Protect our sons and our daughters. We commend them to you. Guide them and hold them fast. Bless the parents, that they have the wisdom and the foresight and the resources to raise their sons and daughters in a way that will be pleasing in your sight. We need you, Lord. We pray. Hallelujah. Amen. Yes.
Your grace and mercy brought me through.
Oh, yes.
I'm living this moment because of you. I want to thank you and praise you too. Your grace and mercy brought me through. For you, your grace and mercy brought me
coming through. Amen. Thank you. I am so pleased to stand before you today. And first off, I want to just say thank you to, you don't know him necessarily, but his name is Victor Rudolph Simonson. He's staying at our home event night just for the past 2 weeks. He is the music director for the MJ the Musical event at the Bell. And he's just a tremendous talent. And he's been with us for the past 2 weeks, and I thought he would here today, but he's resting. He came in last, he had 2 shows yesterday, he's got 2 shows today at the Bell at 2 o'clock, and did it again this evening at 7. And if he had come, he could burn up a keyboard, John. And he could sing too. But anyway, I wanted to thank God for him being with us these past few days. Amen. Today, I think I've overdone it. And I'm looking at all this material in front of me that you can't see, but I'll share with you in a few moments. And it might be too much for one service. So you all want to stay a little bit longer today? All right. Actually, I think, well, we'll see how far we go. I'm going to live by the Holy Spirit. And so it might get through the next 2 or 3 hours or not. We'll come back to that. By myself. Thank you, Ron, for that endorsement. Obviously, you can hear by yourself. Okay, well. I don't usually do sermons on health. In fact, it's been a long time since I've done a sermon on health, but these past few months I've been working through some health issues. As you know, you've been part of it, you've been praying for me. Yeah. My daughter has had major surgery. Yeah. And so I've been looking at the scriptures as it pertains to health. And so today I'm doing some biblical reference to our health. And I'm going to try to use some illustrations that you might understand. But I want to begin with a passage. And I need your patience. First off, you have to listen carefully. Now, I know that what I'm going to be sharing is going to be a lot of information that you're going to just sort of dismiss. But all the scriptures I'm giving you today, relax, I'm going to give you hard copies of the scriptures. Next week, the week after, all right? So I'm going to give you a lot of scriptures. Don't panic, you don't remember them all. Don't write them down right now. Because I'm going to give you a hard copy. Is that all right? Yes. But just be patient with me because it's coming. But I want to begin by asking you to look at a very familiar passage in Daniel, chapter 1. You have your Bible, Daniel, chapter 1. Let's start there. Daniel, chapter 1. Chapter 1, verses 1 through 21. And the title of the sermon series is Healthy Living. What is it called?
Healthy living.
One more time. Healthy living. Oh, that's it. Healthy living. Not just living, but healthy living. As versus unhealthy living, or unholy living, or unrighteous living. Talking about here. Healthy living. Daniel chapter 1. Beginning in verse 1. In the 3rd year of the reign of Jehoiakim, king of Judah, Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, came to Jerusalem and besieged it. And the Lord delivered Jehoiakim, king of Judah, into his hand, along with some of the articles from the temple of God. These he carried off to the temple of his God in Babylon, and put in the treasure house of his God. So here's an illustration. The Israelites, conquered by the Babylonians, king is Nebuchadnezzar. He comes, conquers the Israelites in Judah, takes the possessions from their temple, the gold, the silver, and all the rest, takes all that back to where? Babylon. Then the king ordered Aspenaz, chief of the court officials, to bring in some of the Israelites from the royal family and the nobility. Young men without any physical defects. Look at what he wants. Handsome, I call that category. Handsome, showing aptitude for every kind of learning, well informed, quick to understand, and qualified to serve in the king's palace. He was to teach them the language and literature of the Babylonians. The king assigned them a daily amount of food and wine for the king's table. They were to be trained for 3 years, and after that, they were to enter into the king's service. Sounds familiar? We have some issue like that among us, don't we? Among these were some from Judah: Daniel, Hananiah, Mishael, and Azariah. The chief official gave them what? New names. The chief official gave them new names. You've all heard of Malcolm X? Well, X is not, he wasn't born Malcolm X, he was born Malcolm Little, but the slave master gave him Little. He gave himself an X. Even among us to this day, some of us don't recognize our slave names. We have changed them to something that's more befitting for us. Verse 7. The chief official gave them new names. To Daniel, he named Belshazzar. To Hananiah, Shadrach. To Mishael, Meshach. And to Azariah, Abednego. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. But those names were their enslaved names. They were not their birth names. Okay, continue. But Daniel resolved not to defile himself with the royal food and wine. And he asked the chief officials for permission not to defile himself this way. Now God had caused the official to show favor and sympathy to Daniel, but the official told Daniel, I'm afraid of my lord the king, who has assigned your food and drink. Why should he see you looking worse than the other men your age? The king would then have my head because of you. Daniel then said to the guard, whom the chief official appointed over Daniel, Hananiah, Mishael, and Azariah, please test your servants for 10 days. Give us nothing but vegetables to eat and water to drink. Then compare our appearance with that of the young men who eat the royal food, and treat your servants in accordance with what you see. So he agreed to this and tested them for 10 days. At the end of the 10 days, they looked healthier and better. Better nourished than any of the young men who ate the royal food. So the guard took away their choice food and the wine they were to drink and gave them vegetables instead. To these 4 young men, God gave knowledge. To these 4 young men, God gave what? God gave knowledge, and that's important, you see. God gives things, but He gave them knowledge and understanding. And I want to say to you today, my brothers and sisters, the most important thing you can ever have in life is knowledge. Amen. And understanding. Don't disregard it. You're never going to know too much. You might act like you know too much. But you never will. So God gave them what? Knowledge and understanding of all kinds of literature and learning. It's in the verse. And Daniel could understand visions and dreams of all kinds. Verse 18. At the end of the time set by the king to bring them in, the chief official presented them to Nebuchadnezzar. The king talked with them, and he found none equal to Daniel, Hananiah, Mishael, and Azariah. So they entered the king's service. In every matter of wisdom and understanding about which the king questioned them, he found them 10 times better than all the magicians and enchanters in his whole kingdom. And Daniel remained there until the first year of King Cyrus. The context is these 4 young men were enslaved. They elected to keep their faith, even though they were challenged by God. So I want to just walk through, hold that thought, just that's the context. I'm going to be visiting this over and over again over the next 2 hours. But let's look and see what the Lord says about health in the Bible. Don't write down the scriptures. I'm going to read it to you now because it's important to the message. But I will give you the hard copy later. Is that all right? But I want you to pay attention for the moment. 1 Corinthians chapter 6, verses 19 and 20. Do you not know that your bodies are temples of the Holy Spirit who is in you, whom you have received from God? You are not your own. You were bought at a price. Therefore, honor God with your bodies.
Hallelujah.
Dear friend, I pray that you may enjoy good health. What it says in 3rd chapter, John 3, verses 1 and 2. Enjoy good health, and that you may go well with you, even as your soul is getting along well. So whether you eat or drink, or whatever you do it all to the glory of God. 1 Timothy chapter 4, verse 8. For physical training is of some value, but godliness has value for all things, holding promise for both the present life and the life to come. Proverbs chapter 17, verse 22. A cheerful heart is good medicine, but a crushed spirit dries up the bones. Ephesians chapter 5, verse 18. Do not get drunk on wine. You hear that, Willie? Which leads to debauchery. Instead, being filled with the Spirit. Wine, Proverbs chapter 20, verse 1. Wine is a mocker, and beer a brawler. Whoever is led astray by them is not wise. Jeremiah chapter 33, verse 6. Nevertheless, I will bring health and healing to it. I will heal my people and will let them enjoy abundant peace and security. In the New Testament, Acts chapter 27, verse 34. Now I urge you, says Luke, to take some food. You need it to survive. Not one of you will lose a single hair on his head. Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 53. Because of the suffering your enemy will inflict on you during the siege, you will eat the fruit of the womb, the flesh of your sons and daughters of the Lord your God has given you. The Lord, Leviticus chapter 11, verses 1 through 4, the Lord said to Moses and Aaron, say to the Israelites, of all the animals that live on the land, these are the ones you may eat. You may eat any animal that has a divided hoof and that chews the cud. There are some animals that only chew the cud and only have a divided hoof, but you may not eat them. The camel, for example, though it chews the cud, does not have a divided hoof. It is ceremonially unclean. I'll do that later. Revelation 14, verse 12. This calls for patient endurance on the part of the people of God who keep his commands and remain faithful to Jesus Christ. Proverbs chapter 16, verse 24. Gracious words are a honeycomb sweet to the soul and healing to the bones. Here's one. Proverbs 4, verses 20 through 22. My son, my daughter, be patient and pay attention to what I say. Turn your ear to my words. Do not let them out of your sight. Keep them within your heart, for they are life to those who find them and health to one's whole body.
Yes, thank you.
Proverbs 3, verses 7 and 8. Do not be wise in your own eyes.
Yes.
Fear the Lord and shun evil. This will bring health to your body
Yes.
and nourishment to your bones.
Thank you.
Do not shun wisdom. Exodus 15, verse 26. He said, if you listen carefully to the Lord your God and do what is right in his eyes, if you pay attention to his commands and keep all his decrees, I will not bring on you any of the diseases I brought on the Egyptians, for I am the Lord who heals. Amen.
Amen.
Those are just some of the verses I want to walk through over the next several hours. I heard that, Mary. There was a Greek, you're all familiar with Greek mythology? Some of you may be familiar with it. When I was in, I guess I was in junior high school. High school, I guess, was first introduced to the whole litany of Greek gods, you know, Apollos and Jupiter and Adonis, Eros, and there was, I guess, 30 or 40 different gods. But one of the gods was named Tithonus. Tithonus, Tithonus. And he was a young god, and he fell in love with Eos. Eos is the god of dawn, who sees every day, wakes up, you have the sun shining. And he went to Eos, with whom he had fallen in love, and he said, I want a gift. And Eos said, well, what is the gift you want? I want to live forever. I want the gift of immortality. And Eos granted him the gift, gave him what he asked for. The gift of what? Immortality. And Tithonus, Tithonus, Tithonus got the gift. But something happened to Tithonus he didn't ask for. He grew old. Thank you, John. Real old. And with the attendant aging process, he got infirm. You know, author? I mean, Mr. Arthritis visited him. His hearing became a little bit dull. His vision was not as sharp.
Yes.
He had some knee problems too. Oh, and he lost his hair. But just before that, it went gray.
Yes.
His spine began to curve. He needed a cane to walk with. His speech became impaired. His mind kind of cloudy. It couldn't think like he used to when he was in his 20s. And he went back to Eos. And he said, I want to die.
Yes.
And Eos said to Tithonus, once a god gives a gift, you can't take it back. And Tithonus said, The man is free who has within himself the power to choose the power to die.
Amen.
He was begging for death and could not. The problem with tenderness is a problem that many of us have when we ask for things with a short-sightedness. We don't think about the long-term consequences of what we ask. Like, the rich young man, the son of the rich young father who had 2 sons, and the boy said, I want my money now before he died. He didn't know what he was asking for. The father gave it to him. But often we want things, but our vision of what we want is only go as far maybe as our hands. But the consequences of what you ask for have long-reaching effects. And you can't see it at first because you're blinded. And that's why I like the game of chess. I enjoy playing chess. I told my friends I played chess a couple of years ago. I like playing chess because if you play chess, you think 4, 5, 6, 7, 10 moves down the board. You just don't play like checkers, It's a different kind of game. So Tithonus, he prayed for long health. He prayed for immortality. He prayed that he would never die. So I want to share, here's the first point that I want to make to us today. Here's the first point. The quality of life is not dependent upon lifespan, but health span.
Amen.
It's not lifespan, but what? That's the first division I want to make with us today. It's not how long you live. It's how well you live for as long as you do live. Amen. So the Bible, and what I'm focused on today and for the days and for the next 2 or 3 hours coming, is talking about how we can really live a better quality of life. We begin to take on some of the principles of the scripture that God has outlined for us. So we talked about the 4 horsemen. I was visiting a doctor just the other day, and the 4 horsemen keep coming up in our discussions. The 4 horsemen, heart disease, cancer, neurodegenerative disease, and metabolic dysfunction. Those are the 4 things that kill almost all parts of humanity. Now, of course, at 1900, which is a little more than 120 years ago, did you know that the average lifespan in America was between 45 and 50? I mean, if you're 60 years old back in 1900, you're an old person. An old woman or an old man. We just didn't live long. And the reasons for our dying, there's so many reasons. Of course, there are accidents, there are injuries, there are infections, there are diseases, there are various kinds. And, by the way, I might add, there's an important reason why we live longer as compared to what they didn't have back then. Our dear friend Richard McLaren, who was a pharmacist.
This ain't it.
Just because he was a dear friend, he invited Bill McLaren.
Look at here, we singing.
And I remember visiting him once in his pharmacy, and I asked Richard, tell me, you are dispensing medicine all day. How was it that
Are you doing
before all these pharmaceuticals came about? He said they died.
Dad, should we get my dad? Should we just...
So pharmaceuticals.
Well, we don't get ready to
I
go, so I
take
can just
my
listen.
blood too, I take high blood pressure, and I got some for the phosphate. You get the idea. All of it takes something for a little bit of something. But we have pharmaceuticals that keep us going. And before pharmaceuticals, before the medication that came about, we were dying early, we were dying prematurely. So first off, I want to give thanks for the pharmaceuticals that we take, for the medicine we take. Amen? Amen. Because without them, we'd be leaving this earth possibly a lot earlier than what we have so far experienced. So when you go to the doctor and he gives you a prescription, I know that some of us who don't believe in medicines, God bless you. Really, I mean God bless you. I want God to bless you. But I take my medicine. I'll take it. So here we are. We are trying to live longer. Yes, that's important. But it is not as as important as living better. The quality of life really has more bearing on your joy than the longevity of it. Amen? You can live a long time and be just as miserable and unhealthy as anybody could possibly be. So I want to talk about that. I want to talk about just for the record, and by the time 2010 came along, that's just about 13 years or so ago or so, the average lifespan in America is between 75 and 85. So in America, you can reasonably expect to live 75, 85 years old. Now, Scripture, Psalms 90 says, God grants us 70. And that by reason of His favor, you will get more years. And so, Phil, I'm living in God's favor. That's right. I'm living where? In God's favor. Because I've already exceeded my 70 years. And every day I say, thank you, Lord. Amen. So I've learned a special way to say thank you now. It's not like when I was 21 years old or 30 years old. When I say thank you, Lord, now for another day, I really mean it. I mean, I'm still here. But I'm here by the grace of God. Come on now, we're talking about how we live. You know, I said on earth, I have not always lived by, I'm going to use the word here now, the good book. I must confess. This is a confession, folks. I do like chitlins. And I like fried chicken. And I like barbecue ribs. Forgive me. But you get the idea. So I haven't always lived the way that Scripture says I should live. No, don't put a foot on front of me. We're laughing, but we know what we're eating is not healthy. We know that. And as we've gotten older, we've gotten smarter. So now I still eat like I don't know, but I eat that kind of stuff in moderation. What is the word? Moderation. So if I'm eating chitlins, first off, I've got to know who prepared them. First of all, I have to know who prepared these bad boys. Because I got to tell you, I can't eat everybody. And if I did, I could eat maybe once a year at that. Once a year, that's about my limit on chitlins.
Me too.
But I must confess, Yvette and I live on my scene, getting some public fried chicken. We think they make the best, by the way, that's in the commercial. But we do like, my mind went out somehow. But, there's something I did? I'm not sure. Okay. All right. Okay, so. So we understand that we're eating poorly when we're eating those things, right? So let's not fool ourselves and think that that's an okay diet. It's okay to eat a McDonald's hamburger every now and then, or Burger King, whatever you do. But don't get carried away on fried foods. We know, we should know, that the French fries, you know how they prepare French fries? They cook it in grease. Brother Brown, you ain't going to make it, brother. No, they're good. I hear you. We know that fried food is not good. So there's no saying. What may be good to you may not be good for you. So we have to learn then. What is the word? Learn. I said this morning, you have to learn to understand how to eat and then to apply ourselves accordingly. The four horsemen are going to forever be around. I'm talking about heart disease, cancer, neurological diseases, and metabolic dysfunction. You're going to have all of that. That's not going to go away, but we can live with it better, and we can treat our bodies healthier. We're supposed to honor our body. That's what it is in 1 Corinthians today. The body is a temple unto the Lord. You have to honor it. So how do we begin to do that? So you see, there are two components. There are two components to life. One is to live a long life. One is to live a life that's well. And I've been talking to doctors over the past many months now about how to live a life, a body, live a life where you are living well. So I thank God for my doctors, and I thank God for Dr. McKim, especially Stephen McKim, who took out my cancerous tumor, my kidney, a few months ago, because he was an ethical man. He got it out, and I saved my kidney. Amen. We're talking now about good health, how to live well. And if I'm stepping on your toe, it's not yours alone. I'm talking to myself as well. I'm stepping on my toe. And unfortunately, you've heard of the proverbial sweet tooth? You heard of that sweet? You've got a sweet tooth? Well, I am cursed. I've got 20 of them. I don't eat candy so much, but I like pies and cakes. Now, there was a time my car would not pass Dunkin' Donut. It just would not. It was pull into the parking lot, turn itself off, until it got out of the car. Went inside, anyway, this is the idea. But I had to learn to live with my disability. My disability is to give in to eating sweets. That's a disability. So in the scripture, I want to remind us what happened here in Daniel chapter 1. This is a story about these four men, Daniel, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. You know about that. But I want you to remember one thing today. Oh, three things actually. But the first one to remember is that they were brothers in faith. They kept their faith. They didn't disown it. They didn't push it aside. They didn't disregard it. They held on to it. Even under the pressures of being enslaved by Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, they held on to their faith. And many of our ancestors, parted from the motherland, deprived their own mother tongue, had to learn a new language, the names were changed, but they learned over time to hold on to their faith. Even though they were denied an education, they couldn't go to school, had no money, had no police force to protect them from whatever needed protection from, but they held on to their faith. And my grandmother and consequently my mother, they held on to their faith. And my grandmother lived in a rural community in Augusta, Oklahoma. I mean, very rural, in the country. In the country, she had 9 kids, only 3 lived to be adults. She held on to her faith, and because she held on to her faith, my mother came to know who Jesus Christ is, and she taught me about Jesus. But you have to do what? Hold on to your faith. Now listen to this. Part 2 of this is in Daniel chapter 1. Because they held on to their faith, they did something that only a person who holds on to their faith can do. They defied the king. When they said, eat the food that I give you, I'm going to train you to become a worker in my house. Teach all literature and all the fine things you should know to help me as my king. But you've got to eat this food. But they held on to their faith. They go, oh no, we're not going to do that. And the scripture says they ate vegetables and other things that God had given them. And they wouldn't let the wine touch their lips. They refused the wine. And the attendant said, you got to eat this food, drink this wine. I said, no, we're not going to do that. That was going to grow weak and feeble. You're going to embarrass me in front of the king. You don't have my head. And they said, trust us. If after 10 days we look worse than the other men, will concede. But they did not look worse. In fact, the scripture says they looked better. After eating the vegetables, drinking the water, and forsaking the wine, looked better than the other men. And I'm speaking of water consumption. Just so you know, I know you know this, if you don't, you should. You have to drink about 64 ounces of water a day. How many? 64. Well, that's a minimum. 64 is a good start. That's a good start. But drink water, try to keep yourself flushed out. And that's where some of the toxins accumulate in the body. One of the ways of getting that, one of the ways, other ways, of course, but drink the water. Not Pepsi. Not Coke. Oh, and by the way, I'll just pass on. This is my footnotes. Juices are a wonderful thing, but Definitely in moderation. You know what sugar is in a cup of orange juice? You gotta eat 3 or 4 oranges to get a cup of orange juice, but you are drinking 2 or 3 cups of orange juice a day. All that sugar is going into your body, and metabolically, your body cannot process all that sugar. And what parts of the body processes toxic things? Liver and kidneys. We're overloading our kidney with too much sugar. Our liver can't process all that sugar. So we end up over time getting type 2 diabetes. Now you're not honoring your body. So it's okay to drink juice, I like pomegranate juice and orange juice, but I used to drink glasses of it, not anymore. Why? Because I know better. I got better understanding, amen. Now, I'm not going to live to be 150, I don't think. I'll be surprised if I did. But for as long as I am here, I want to live well. I want to live with some degree of health. Does that make sense? Yes. So we don't know how long we're going to live, but as long as we are here, let's not be foolish and exacerbate, or I should say, make worse our health by doing things that are what? Foolish. That's what I want to say. Now, point number 2 of this. A life of prudent habits will lead to a personal and social fulfillment. A life of prudent, that is wise, habits will lead to personal and social fulfillment. Whatever you do in life, underscore, develop good habits. I'm going to have to repeat that. Y'all fell asleep on that one, I think. Whatever you do in life, develop what? Good habits. Why are good habits important? Because they will protect you when temptation comes. If you're in the habit of doing good, when something bad comes along to make you steal or lie or cheat or commit adultery or whatever it is, eat too much, you have a habit of doing what? Good. And it's easier to say no out of what? Habit, as opposed to trying to create a new pattern of behavior. Okay. I'm not coming through this morning. Forgive me, Lord. I apologize. A life of prudent habits will lead to personal and social fulfillment. Create what? Good habits. Get in the habit of eating right. Now, there are all kinds of books. I'm not going to go into, this is not a lecture on, I'm not doing a dietitian's sermon. But there are a lot of books on how to eat healthy. They're all out there by the ton. I looked at a few of them in recent days. But I want you to get in the habit of eating more vegetables. Get in the habit of eating green leaf vegetables. Get in the habit of it. Get in the habit of eating colorful vegetables. Just get in the habit of doing it. And pretty soon you'll stop, you won't go to the fried French fries as much, or the hamburgers as often. But get in the habit of eating a variety of kinds of vegetables and see what happens. Drink that water and see what, get in the habit of it. Okay, you can drink your wine, I get it. But the scripture says, a little wine's all right. Paul says, a little wine for the stomach's sake. I get that too. I like it for that reason as well. But too much wine can lead to debauchery, that is wastefulness and silly behavior. But drink in moderation. Drink water. Eat the vegetables and see what happens to your body. Now, it won't happen overnight. It took these 4 boys 10 days to begin with, and that's the litmus test here. They call this the Daniel diet, by the way. In some churches, they call, this is the Daniel diet. I get it. But try it for 10 days. That's a good length of time to try the diet. and see if you will not start to feel better. And I guarantee you, if you follow the diet and drink the water, your skin's going to feel better. Don't I look young? I know how old I is. But it helps your skin. It helps your overall physical demeanor. Get in the habit, though, of honoring the body that God has given us. Amen? God bless you. I want to stop here. I'm not through. I got a lot of pages to work through yet. But is this all right? Yeah. Okay, give God some praise. Give God some praise. Give God. This is just the beginning. So I'm going to do part 2 later on. But I want us to be mindful of the Bible that God gave us, and the scriptures that I referred to. So write them down. I'll come back and give you hard copies of them later on. If you're in the church today and you don't have a church home, the door of the church today is open. I want you to come today and give your life to the Lord. And if you stand and then we sing, I am thine, O Lord, I invite you to come. Let's stand. Let us sing. Thank you so much. Next Sunday is another time, God willing, you can bring someone to church. Is this good information for all of you? Is this good for you? Yes. Amen. Apply it. This church takes great pride in this health ministry, and I'm so glad that we do. And we have a cleaning ministry that supplies us with vegetables all the time. And we have it as a reminder to the community that we're here for their health, physical health, as much as we are for their spiritual health. Our closing of the morning is hold to God's unchanging hand.
God.
healthy living. Honor the Lord with your bodies. Teach others also to honor their bodies in the Lord. Now, to the grace of God, the saving power of our Lord Jesus Christ, the communion of the Holy Spirit, rest with each and every one of us, now, henceforth, and forevermore. Let the church say,